The black male empath. Um, I am a black male empath. To be an empath, you have certain abilities, and when you're an empath, you can sense other people's energy, you can sense other people's vibes, you can sense the vibes and energy that people give off. So, as a black man and who's an empath, I can sense other people's racist energy put out towards me, even if they don't have any apparent signs of racism. For people, and for specifically for black men who aren't empaths, they don't have this perspective of they don't have this perspective of racism. Like a black man who isn't an empath, it could be um, in a certain vicinity of non-blacks, and they won't be able to feel the cock block vibes against them from non-blacks when they're in the presence, when you as a black man are in the presence of a black woman. Whenever I'm in the presence of a black woman, uh, a non-black person is around, especially a man, most of the time it's a Hispanic or white man. From my experiences, it's mostly Hispanic men who give me this vibe that whenever I'm around a black woman around them, I get this vibe that they really do not want me to speak to that black woman. Like, it's this subtle cock vibe that I feel around. Like they have an issue with me as a black man speaking to my own as a woman. I can just feel that energy. But a black man who's not an empath, they wouldn't be able to sense that. They wouldn't sense anything in that situation. So, since you as an empath, you have more of a perspective of racism than anyone else. You can sense energy on racism that can be seen with the eye. That's very deep. I mean, that's some deep stuff. And by the way, you guys are hearing this music because I'm at Starbucks. This is not the type of music I listen to. Ha 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 ha. But for real though, and I'm just gonna give you guys some more examples of me being a black male and that when the other week, I was at work, right? I was speaking to this other black dude who I was working with, and by not too of a huge surprise, it was one of our Hispanic coworkers was working on a separate line, probably about 40 feet of a distance. Actually, about probably like 25 feet of a distance from my line. Even from that distance, right, I could sense just that energy, right? The vibrations, the energy that he was giving off. That he had an issue with me and my black coworker. socializing and having a conversation. And I could tell from the energy that I was getting off of this Hispanic dude, this Mexican dude, that it was the tension he was giving off was had some sort of racial element in it. Like he had an issue with me speaking. He was like, I felt the energy, the vibe. Like he was fearful and intimidated and didn't want. Had a big issue with two black men socializing together. That's the vibe that I got. I was watching a video of Warren Lance, Pimp God. Pimp God was talking about how, like a lot of times, at the workplace, dudes from other races, the workplace, people of other races in general, women too, but mainly men, when they see two black men socializing or a group of black men socializing at the job, these other races of men get intimidated by that and they try to do subtle little things to break it up. And I was like, oh wow, man, that's a deep shit. Because that's the same thing that I peeped and recognized at the workplace before. Like I just told you guys, when I was working a few weeks ago, socializing with my black buddies at the workplace, the Hispanic guy had an issue with it. I could just sense that energy come from him. He had an issue with two black men socializing. Like other races of men, they get threatened by black men coming together and speaking about something that's productive, and especially when these other races of men, they can tell the conversation is intense and an important conversation that's intellectual. These other races of men get intimidated by it. I mean, people get intimidated by black men coming together. I mean, we're the black man we're that much of a threat. And I me being an empath, right, a black male empath, I've really seen that how much of a threat we are to society. It's giving me the chance to really perceive how much of a threat I am specifically, and how black men are specifically viewed as a threat in this rich society, like society we live in. I mean, I'm always getting cock black vibes from people wherever I go. Whenever on a black woman, I get the vibe from other races, man, that they don't want me to speak to her. I mean, people that showed me it. I mean, people really have enough. People in the society feel threatened by a black man's sexuality. People in society have an issue with black men's sexuality. People in society put so much importance on a black man's sexuality that people really in real life are always trying to penis police you, are worried about your sexuality, who you're talking to, who you're checking out. The black man is that much of a threat in society. Unfortunately, I get this from other black people too. This police a black man's penis routine. You know, a lot of people in my city, a lot of black people also have a whitewash mentality. So a lot of us brothers and sisters in my city have that racist whitewash mentality as well. Even sometimes when I'm around other black men, I go and check out a lady. And I just get that vibration that black guy around me had an issue with me checking out that female, and they have an issue with me checking out that female. That's the vibe I get, and also the other vibe that I get is that they have an issue that they don't really want me to speak to that girl, right? And it's like this protective vibe that I get all the time. It's not only for other black men. It's from I get this from other races of men too, but the fact that I get this from my own race of men is fucked up. Um, Another instance of me being a black male empath is when I play music, like real black music, like Hail Mary by Tupac, some '90s R&B, like Drew Hill, Tell Me by Drew Hill. I play John B. They Don't Know, or I play On First by Tupac, also known as Machiavelli. And when I play like this quote unquote real black music, and I'm walking around my Bluetooth speaker, um, around white people, Hispanics, even sometimes sadly my own race of people, black people, I can tell they get intimidated by the fact that I'm a black man walking around playing real soulful '90s black music. People get intimidated by that, especially when you're a black man. I mean, that's how much of an anti-black male atmosphere that we live in. And when you're a black male empath, right? Even if the racism isn't overt, like people aren't actually putting the action against you as a black man sometimes, as a black male empath, you can still feel that black male opposition. You can still feel that energy of opposition from other people. And that's just mind blowing. And being a black male empath, you get to see how racist society really is. Even if you think your society, your city, your town isn't racist, because people don't call you the N word or please don't stop you all the time, you still feel that racist atmosphere. You can still feel when you walk around people's desire to be in your business everywhere you go as a black man. You can feel that energy come from people. When you walk by a police, you know not to be in the presence of a policeman also. Because as soon as you see a policeman from like a block away, you can feel that energy. Their desire as a policeman to fuck with you as a black man. You can feel the energy coming from them. When you're in a black woman's vicinity as a black man, you can feel their energy of, oh, I think this black man wants me just because he's a black man. That arrogant energy. Oh, I don't want him to sit next to me on the bus because he's a black man. You can sense that energy from women, even when they don't actually say it. Or sometimes they don't even look at that part. But you can still feel that energy coming from them. So being a black male empath is very powerful. It's very unique.